No problem is, it's not showing me the timer. Good afternoon, morning, evening, folks. Welcome to the next episode of Star Trek Online. Yeah, I haven't been on here in a while, so I don't know what's going to happen. Unfortunately, anybody who chats, well, I guess the chat window is still there, but it's not giving me the timer, so I have no idea what my timer is. Making sure everything is working. That's not what the name of the... I don't know what's going on. Whatever. Okay, chat's active. Just making sure everything's going. For some reason it's not showing me this part. Alright, well let's begin one of the new episodes for the anniversary event. Now I don't have a camera on this time because for some reason my camera acted weird last time, so... Oh, I still had 10. So no camera this time. Hold on. I gotta get rid of some items. Oh, it's medical. Alright, so let's go this one. Get that out of the way. Alright. Alright, let's begin. That's not what I wanted. There we go. First episode. The Measure of Morality Part 1. I have not played these episodes, so it's probably not going to go very as quickly as some of these other people are going because I haven't done these episodes yet, so... Hold on, let me do one more check, because for some reason it's not changing my title. When I change the title, I'm just making sure everything's going. Okay, I'm still going, but I don't know what's... It's like not even showing anything, which is weird. So I don't know if it's actually running or not. Alright, let's just see if I'm actually... Okay, good. Just making sure I'm getting video. Unfortunately, I can't see how long it is, or what's going on, or... I probably won't even be able to see anybody when they decide to come in and chat. So let's begin.
The long-range sensor arrays in the Trailer system went offline recently. Last thing they picked up before that happened was a Borg scout ship. I'm heading to Trailus now to investigate. If this is the beginning of a new Borg incursion, I could use some backup. Meet me there as soon as you can.
It looks like she's using a runabout. Alright. Let's begin. Begin. Measure of Morality Part 1. Yep. Definitely got a runabout. And yes, I'm using the Allied
Thanks for coming.
Soul Scout
Spotting
ship.
a Borg scout here made a lot of people nervous, and with good reason.
So what is it? Oh, Alliance Fleet ship. Okay, that's what that is. Something like that. Alliance Fleet ship. Okay, Admiral spotted Borg Scout. Okay, she already basically said that. I can imagine.
So, some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of evidence from the sensor logs to turn over to Alliance officials.
And the Borg?
Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting Borg. Beam me over and we can sort out the details.
Very well. Stand by for transport. Beam over 7.
With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly.
Couldn't she have just parked the runabout inside the ship? Wouldn't that have been a little bit easier than transferring over? Is the ship just going to sit there with nobody on it? Guess we'll find out. Oh, really? I'm going to have to do basically the daily part of this mission plus the actual mission. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so it's just performing satellite updates. It's not like the daily where you actually have to fix the darn things.
Good. Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security protocols. Hold on. Are you seeing this? The long-range sensors just lit up like a Dabo table.
Analysis?
Reading a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's overriding all our control systems, attempting to bypass.
Shields up. Brace for impact.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Really? Okay. Interesting. Did I just get pulled 900 years into the future? Is that what just happened? Or, well, less than 900.
Well, that was unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties.
Where are we?
Scanning. This is
Care
unexpected.
to enlighten us?
According to astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Trailus to the Excalibur system.
Excalibur. Seem to recall a few space legends about this place.
Here's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Some sort of morality test.
I don't like the look of this. Is it possible we're here for the same reasons?
Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a ractogino and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure. Hail them and see what they want.
Lots of atmospheric interference on Excalibur. We can't establish comms.
I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answers soon.
Reed, helm, take us into standard orbit over Excalibur. That's kind of slow.
Scanning in progress.
We are receiving your
these
signal.
guys.
On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome.
Forgive me, sir. I wasn't expecting to speak with Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, I suppose that would be a bit of a surprise. You'll pardon me for that, I hope. Some time ago, I met and fought beside one of your own, Captain James Kirk. Under the circumstances, we felt seeing a familiar face would make this meeting go a little smoother.
So I wonder if this is the same actor that they had in the show. I wonder. I see. Why are we here, Mr. President?
That is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. We prepared a meeting ground on the surface of Excalibur. It meets your needs for atmosphere and climate, as I understand them. Will you join us there?
We accept your gracious invitation, Mr. President. We'll beam down at once. So I only get to take one officer with me. So who do I want to take? I'll take my medical. I'll take a medical guy with me.
Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Oh my god, of course.
Hello. Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's putting it mildly.
Alright, find out what's going on. Speak to the Excalibian. Yarnek.
You have questions. I will attempt to clarify our
We're listening.
intentions. In this trial, you will be accompanied by associates that we have created for you. You will confront a variety of situations in opposition to evil forces. Your actions will be judged, as will those of your opponents. The prevailing concept will guide us as a people. We shall pursue the virtues of good, or the vices of evil.
Why have you chosen violence as a means to evaluate this concept?
We find violent conflicts produce pure examples of good and evil. They provide the best results to evaluate and judge.
And if we refuse to participate in this trial?
Failure to participate will be seen as your endorsement of the supremacy of evil. The trial will then conclude with a judgment in favor of evil, and our subsequent pursuit of the concept as a guiding principle.
Fight or evil wins by default. That's not much of a choice.
The trial awaits you. Proceed through the portal behind me when you are prepared.
Very well, let's get this over with.
I think we need to be cautious when dealing with the Excalibians. They're a lot like Q, minus a sense of humor. Fashion sense could use a little work, too.
Indeed. Recommendations?
For now, I say we play their game and stay in one piece. Look for opportunities to swing things in our favor. Our new teammate here might have some insight into the situation as well.
Good point. Anything you'd like to add, Commander?
Michael Burnham, of the USS Discovery.
The Discovery, Crossfield class, served with distinction, reported missing in action. And erased from history. The whole Discovery thing was erased from history. If it was spoke of, it would be considered treason, according to the Discovery Season 2 ending.
Judging by your uniforms, I'd say I'm in the future.
Well,
the last thing I remember was preparing for battle with my crew, and the crew of the Enterprise. Since we're having this discussion, I'm guessing we won that fight. My apologies, my memory's a bit fuzzy. Possibly a side effect of whatever brought me here.
so when she helped free or get Discovery sent to the future, she somehow got pulled to this time and this point in time to do this mission. Now she's gonna, what is she gonna end up get sent back after these missions are over? Just so they can do season 3? Indeed. Yeah, see, it's like, well, unfortunately, I'm not wearing a current uniform. I'm wearing the Discoverse uniform on my characters. Whatever. Indeed, welcome to 2411, Commander. I'm from the 23rd century too. I met your friend Tilly. And I've even fought against her Mirrorverse counterpart that happened to make it to this universe.
Over 150 years. Fascinating. Right. I'll catch up later. Assuming we get through this trial in one piece.
Continue.
To address your original question, I wish I had all the answers, but I know as much as you do. Going through this trial will give us the chance to conduct some tests of our own, learn more about them and the situation here.
Agreed. Let's not keep the omnipotent beings waiting then.
Take heart, my friends. Yarnik has a forceful personality, but his voice is not the only one heard here. There are many ex-Calbians who would embrace virtues before vices.
It's good to have allies.
Well said. And as one of your allies here, I have a warning for you. The trials are drawn from your past experiences and records, but they will not be identical recreations. There will be alterations to test your responses and those of your opponents. Expect the unexpected.
Thank you for your for the information.
Please accompany me. Beyond that portal, the first trial awaits. Good luck, my friends.
My tricorder's showing a Class M tropical biome.
Oh my god, this
By
one
the
again.
look of things, this world is under attack. I'm reading a lot of weapons fire from several locations.
I haven't even played
in the
these
area.
missions yet. I haven't played these missions with this character yet, so this is going to be interesting. Let's try to figure out what the Excalibians are testing here.
This is a safe position for now, but that could change soon. We need to get to cover fast. I see a plaza ahead. And casualties. Enemy forces may be in the area.
Ready weapons and move out. Alright, so this is one of the Romulan missions that I have yet to get to with this character. So this is alrighty. But we're
This didn't happen long ago. Some of the bodies are still warm. When did this take place, originally? I don't recognize the
no,
uniforms.
they're
on
not
these
Vulcans.
Vulcans.
They aren't Vulcans. They're Romulans.
Romulans? You're serious?
I am.
Those are Romulans. This is a lot to take in.
Romulans are the offshoot of Vulcan who left after the time of awakening.
The Romulans are... I clearly have a lot of catching up to do. But the middle of a war zone isn't an ideal place for a history lesson.
Yeah, you never had to deal with the Romulans in your timeline. Kirk did. Kirk dealt with them when he were the... Well, actually, the Archer were and his crew were the first ones to deal with it. That first met the Romulans. Come on. Oh my god. Why is it... Jeez.
These Romulans are Tal Shiar, members of a covert military intelligence force. Their list of enemies is long. Any number of them could be responsible for this attack.
Oh, this is all after the Hobus incident, too, so... Alright, so what we got going on here? Are we gonna run into Sela?
This one was killed by heavy plasma weapon. Strange. I'm also reading trace amounts of several exotic particles in the area. Antiproton, tachyon. Whoever else was in this fight used some extremely advanced weapons.
Sounds like Iconian weaponry.
Makes sense. The Iconians were allies of the Tal Shiar at this time. They were probably fighting at their side. This may be one of the unexpected changes Lincoln warned us about. Iconians arriving here early.
That's an unpleasant thought. Oh my god, this is so laggy.
Some kind of constructs. They're using anti-proton weapons.
Heralds. Good sign.
Oh my god, this is so laggy. Sorry, this is looking very slow and laggy.
Those were Iconians?
Yes, well, one of the many that are, no, they're not the exact Iconians. They're one of their subject races. Not quite. They were heralds, harbingers of things to come.
Heralds are augmented servants of the Iconians. They were used primarily as shock troops. We've encountered them before, but if they're here now,
I haven't even played those
things
missions
are
yet.
worse than expected. There's a tactical force field blocking our way. That looks like the emitter over there. Should be simple enough to destroy it.
I wonder if Taket's going to be involved. The one that hates us for taking off one of our arms. Let's take out the take it out and move on. Jesus, there's so much stuff going on that's slowing my video down a little bit. Surprised Michael hasn't asked what about the. Oh. Surprised that Burnham hasn't asked about the stuff on Seven's face yet. Oh my god, this is. Wow.
LCR and Heralds fighting Riemann combat squads. Wonderful.
So, these Remans, they're on our side.
No. Sort of. Oh my god, this is so hard.
You there? I would speak with
Ah,
you.
hold on, I'm trying to keep you from getting killed. Oh, it's Obisex people, okay. Alright, so that's... Well, he was a bad guy at first. But then he saw the error of Hakiv's ways and decided to go out on his own.
Your timing is fortuitous. I am Obasek of the Riemann Resistance. I fight against the Tal Shiar for the freedom of my people. Our quarry, Colonel Hakiv of the Tal Shiar, has called for the aid of the Iconians, and means to turn the galaxy over to them. He must be stopped.
So, in this scenario, he's advanced his plans, and the Iconians show up a lot earlier.
The lab is not far from here. If we can fight our way past the guards, we can put an end to all this, and Hakiv.
This isn't what it seems. This is all a simulation.
Simulation? I assure you, this is all very real. My people are fighting and dying for their freedom against a powerful enemy. Hakiv must be stopped.
I've already... Well,
or the
I haven't stopped them with
Iconians
this
will bring
character.
death to our entire galaxy. Now tell me, will you help us?
Let's see if we can find and stop Hakiv.
Looks like there's another tactical force field blocking the way. This Hakiv really doesn't want to be interrupted, does he?
Oh, no.
It may not be in an obvious place. Check the nearby buildings and rooftops.
Good point. Spread out. Signal the group if you spot the emitter. Ah, so this... Oh, no, it's right there. It's right there.
Excellent. Hakiv has holed up in the south like the cornered vermin he is. Once we're near his position, I can set up a jamming field to prevent him from beaming out. Then we can bring him to justice, at last.
You might be able to block transporters, Obasek, but I doubt you can block the functional Iconian gate. As long as that remains open, Hakiv will be able to escape. Deal with the gate first, and we can talk about justice later.
Agreed. Let's shut that gate down. Alright, stop firing. Yeah, because in the original mission, you actually go up on the rooftops. This is probably hard for whoever ends up watching this after the fact. This is so slow.
Ambush! Look out!
That last one. Well, I wasn't expecting that either, so. Jeez. Oh my god. I can't move fast enough, and then they get all the medical problems, or their weapons are just like have side effects that my body just doesn't like. It doesn't help that this is not a very smooth frame rate. Well, that's the first time it's had to pop up a load screen.
Obasek. So good of you to join us today. I've dreamed of ridding the galaxy of your stench for some time. And now, with the Iconians at my side, that dream shall become a reality.
This ends now, Hakiv. No amount of Iconian or Tal Shiar's scum will stop me. Blood calls for blood.
We have bigger problems. The Iconian gate is still online, remember? Hakiv can bring in Iconian reinforcements as long as it is.
Okay.
Then let's shut it down. Keep Hakiv and his forces busy while we work, or this trial will end real soon. And not in our favor.
Understood. You have the time you need, Commander.
I need help at the gate controls.
Oh my god, I'm trying to find her. There's too much stuff going on. The game can't run smooth.
Has a stealth field. Spread out. Find it.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything.
I don't care. Blood calls for blood, Akiv.
No, not like this. You're better than this. If you do this, it won't be justice. It'll be murder. You don't have to do this.
He must pay for what he...
Ariete!
All right, what's the call? Help Obasek or catch Hakiv?
Obasek's in bad shape. He needs field surgery right now, or he's not going to make it. I can't do this alone. I'll need your help to save him.
Really? It all comes down to that, huh?
Hakiv's getting away. If he leaves through a gateway, he could return with enough Iconians to finish us off. Do you want to pursue him?
Rest easy, friends. This part of the trial has reached its conclusion. There's a portal nearby. Use it to return to Yarnik. He wishes to review the results of the trial.
Very well. Let's see what he has to say about this, because Obasek killed... No, actually, it wasn't Obasek that killed Hakiv. I think it was... I can't think of her name. Sela that killed him. So Obasek didn't kill him even the last time. It was Empress Sela's the one that killed him. Oh no. Smells like something Borg related.
At a critical moment, you move to save Obasek's life. Because of this, Akiv escapes and convinces the Iconians to pursue a scorched earth assault on their enemies. Millions more die in the following war as a result. An intriguing choice, to be sure.
To callously leave an ally to die upon the battlefield is not the mark of a strong soul. Saving the life of a comrade in the fight against evil was a brave and noble act, one worthy of praise rather than scorn.
Yeah, but that's not how it actually happened. The Iconians didn't get involved till later on down the road, and Sela's the one that killed Hakiv. The only reason why the Iconians got involved is because Hakiv was killed, I believe. Well, actually, Taurus was the one that was involved in that little scenario. Continue.
The trial continues. Proceed through the nearby portal when you are ready to begin the next evaluation.
Very well.
Come this way for your next trial.
What mission are we going to do for this one, huh? Well, 7 probably wasn't very happy about that, but yes, Hakiv escaped, but we know how the actual events happened, so it's not that big of an issue. Just gotta remember, this is not real. Okay, so now which one are we doing?
Any idea where we are? haven't seen anything like this.
Very advanced technology, alien design?
This is the Anorex, a vessel designed for temporal warfare.
Oh.
The Krenim
this one.
scientists in Illinois used it to pursue an agenda of terror. It could be anywhere, at any point in time.
Time travelers, like Lincoln said, expect the unexpected. So, So if Noy's going to be involved in this one, I mean, he actually got in contact with the sphere builders. So let's see how this one turns out. Oh, they're still enemies.
Damage control teams. This ship's been in a rough fight.
I don't know what this one's going to be about. I guess we'll find out. What does this do? I don't even know what this does. Oh, it doesn't. Only works when I'm in combat. Okay.
This looks like some kind of command station.
Secure the area.
cool.
You might be able to find useful data here.
So I wonder what this is going to lead me to choice-wise. Nope.
The petty squabbles over the Tox Utat have become tiresome. First Krog, and now Azure and Boratus. They growl and demand and threaten to depart over the artifact like petulant children. If it were not a critical element of my plans, I would have left it on Ryza, along with the corpses of Picard and his charming thief.
Oh, really? So he got to it sooner than the original storyline. All right, Noy. Just because your wife got erased from existence, you have to go and kill everything, and now you've probably done worse than what originally happened.
The sphere builders grow suspicious of
sphere
my
builders are
inquiries.
suspicious.
I believe they begin to realize what my ultimate goal is. What I shall do once this war is won. Today, at Procyon 5, I will undo what the Alliance has done to them. To me, to my family. I will bring back my wife and child. All of this is for them, and no one will stop me.
Alrighty.
Krog becomes impatient, despite her successful recovery of the Tox Utat and the restoration of the Nakul Star. She wants more. She wants revenge. It is tempting to use the Tox Utat on Sol, on Vulcan, on every star in the Alliance, but I have a better use for it at Procyon 5. Nakul vengeance shall have to wait.
So is he using it against the sphere builders, or is he using it against the Enterprise J?
My plan to recruit Admiral Lita to the Temporal Liberation Front was a success. Keeping her loyalty, however, is
Yes,
quite
in the universe.
challenging. Like so many Terrans, her dreams of empire are strong. As long as those dreams remain in her reality, our partnership shall continue. The moment her dream takes hold in our reality, my reality, then the honeymoon, as they say, is over.
Funny, I've been to Procyon 5. It's unremarkable. In our time, at least. Looks like things change considerably in the next century.
Indeed. We're in the middle of the final battle in a temporal war.
And on the bridge of the enemy flagship, no less. Judging by the look of things, the battle may not be going well for this temporal liberation front.
Agreed. That's how it happened.
We should leave. By now, we've been detected by their security systems. And I'd rather not be around when they send combat teams to retake the bridge.
Good point, Commander. Let's move out.
There's a turbo lift down this way.
You mean this way? See, I haven't even played these missions yet either, so it's going to be curious to see how this actually plays out when I actually play it with a character who's actually done these missions.
Flanking damage detected. This door
Yeah, I
here.
can see it.
I'm detecting a massive buildup of temporal energy ahead.
Yeah, along with multiple life forms, all armed.
Yeah, it's a it's a temporal spaceship. It's designed for this stuff, but it also allows its ability to remove itself from the timeline so it doesn't get affected by time. It seems to be running a little bit smoother now since it's not as wide of an open. Oh. Oh, what do we have here?
Nice try. But you're done here.
You haven't seen the last of me!
So do I have any better weapons I can use? Nope. Alright. Moving on.
I see him. Noise on the upper platform. Waste time as you see fit, Vermin. It will be for naught.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break that habit.
So we took out both. Well, I think we did last time too. Well, of course I haven't played that mission yet, so everything that's going on I haven't even done yet. So I don't exactly, this character doesn't know exactly how it all went down. Now, this is not, hasn't changed.
Here to parley? Or shall we just start shooting at one another?
Don't know.
So, the Alliance sends a gang of assassins to stop me once again. Predictable. Before I kill you, understand this. After today, the Alliance ends. Forever. Thus always to tyrants. And their rabid attack dogs as well.
I think you overestimate your chances here.
I will fight this battle again and again until I stand victorious.
I understand the need to bring back the ones we've lost.
Living in the past and exercising futility.
I will not be defeated. I control time itself. Enough! I will erase you all!
You can't control time. If anything, time controls us.
Deep, but wasted on Roy. His grief blinds him to things like logic and truth.
Where the heck is Tom? Oh, Tom. Oh, he's 19 meters away, jeez.
Close. I won't let you win! The core is ready. I end you and take my ship back in time.
You cannot stop our plan.
No! I've come too far. This time I'll make sure you're never born. Even if I have to shoot you in the
cradle.
Noi! Husband, please! You don't have to do this.
How can this be? You were lost.
I'm here now, husband.
Their race went to a different dimension. Oh, it's a changeling! Of course.
Cloud.
Of course, this war needed to end, Noi.
Before it consumed us all.
Alright, wow, they're just throwing everything at me. My goodness. I was not expecting to be a changeling. I need my Tamav. I don't know where he's at. Sorry, I'll talk to you in a second. I gotta find my fallen comrade. Oh, there he is. Really, Tamav? You had to go and get yourself killed. Or knocked out. So how is this going to turn out? Is she going to become evil and go on a rampage and continue what she originally did way back when? Or is she going to be the...
Noi was a danger to all life, even in the Dominion. I could no longer sit back and watch as the Alliance failed to stop her, time and time again. So, I have done what you could not. Now, we must destroy this vessel, so it can never be used again. Let us end this war, once and for all.
Do you think that will end the conflict?
She's got a point. Without Noi, without Anorex, the TLF will lack the power and leadership needed to fight the Alliance. The war will end. And who knows, maybe there'll be a chance at a lasting peace this time. Stranger things have happened.
The situation could have been avoided. He was finished. You didn't need to execute.
That's true. The fight was over.
Maybe we can still do this the right way. This is a time ship. We should be able to generate a localized temporal spike and send ourselves back to a point before this whole situation goes too far. Let's finish this without resulting to cold-blooded murder.
Nope, sorry. Sorry, Burnham. It's not gonna happen. Tampering with history was what started all this. Let's destroy Anorax and be done with it. Sorry, Burnham. I know you got a lot of things that you want to fix, but that was the reason why this thing started in the first place. Because we tried to use it to help conquer the Iconians sooner than we wanted. And of course we found out the Iconians weren't as bad as they were. Okay, now what? Oh, speak to the chamber. Speak with... what? Speak with the female. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be said changeling. What?
You have chosen wisely. I am pleasantly surprised.
What now, Founder?
I have much to discuss with the leaders of the Alliance. Steps must be taken to protect the timeline from criminals like Noi. For you, the war is over. Return to your ships. I suspect we shall meet again.
I haven't even got to those missions yet. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I don't think have I done those ones? I don't remember if I've done those Gamma Quadrant
I
missions.
believe that will be enough for this trial, my friends.
Sorry, Burnham. That's what started the whole thing to begin with.
Yarnik awaits our return. He will, no doubt, have things to discuss after observing your actions.
Well, that I have no doubt. Let's go.
Let's return.
Jeez, how long is this mission? Is that all of them? Are we done, or we got more to play with?
In allowing the murder of Noi, you made him a martyr for his cause, and the temporal war continues. Noi's followers go on to destroy the homeworlds of every Alliance member in antiquity. With no opposition, they become the dominant force throughout space and time.
Well, that's not how it happened, or that's not how it's going to happen, because I haven't got there yet. I believe we did the right thing in the end.
The loss of Noi was tragic, to be certain. But the risk of losing countless more to temporal manipulation was too great. In his madness, Noi's pursuit of vengeance would have laid waste to many a world. Bringing an end to that insanity was a mercy.
Continue.
Your participation in the trial has been informative thus far, but we require more data to make our decision.
Really?
Another scenario has been prepared. Enter the portal when you are ready to begin.
If you insist. Now what are we going to deal with?
This way.
Jeez. This is a long mission. I'm not expecting it to be this long.
This place isn't familiar. Either of you know where we are?
I don't recognize it either, Commander.
I know where we are, I just don't know when. Knowing that's gonna make all the difference here.
Now it's her trial.
Let's take a look at those consoles and see if there's any useful
Very well,
information.
let's figure this out quickly.
Science officer's log. ESA 4 was a test site for Section 31's Project Daedalus. It appears to be abandoned. The planet's atmosphere is toxic to most life forms, but we were able to establish a safe work area and habitat.
So this is like a...
We've set up a plasma reactor to power the phase discriminators will need to capture the Red Angel.
Oh.
If the
This
plan
part.
works, that is. If it doesn't, this may be my final log entry.
Really? We're going to that episode in Star Trek Discovery. Nice.
This is a recent entry.
Yeah.
But the area
Just
is
before
deserted.
you
We need to know
went to
more.
the future.
Science officer's log. Control
course they
found
did.
us. We fought valiantly, but Discovery wasn't a match for Control's Section
Oh,
31
really?
ships.
Well, I guess some people would be happy about that one.
Crashed. Not far from here. Somehow, Saru and Tilly were able to transfer the sphere data to this location. But it's only a matter of time before Control figures that out and comes to collect its prize.
Yeah, Discovery survived the original timeline.
I need to get the sphere data somewhere Control can't
Yeah,
find
the
it.
future.
To do that, I need the Red Angel. But the thing is, I can't trap the Red Angel without help. So I can only hope that someone from Discovery has survived, and they make it here before Control does. If Tilly was here, she'd be a font of optimism. But I know what that atmosphere can do. I don't think anyone else is going to make it. Logic suggests that I take steps to destroy the sphere data before it's too late.
Won't let you, though.
For now, I'm sticking with optimism. As Spock would say, there are always...
Well, Spock would have been helped her out in this time too, because she found him.
Everything matches up to the point where Discovery crashes. That's where things change, and for the worse. Judging by the lack of survivors present, I think we have to finish what they started. If that's even possible.
Understood.
Do you have a question?
Well, yeah, because we were out of the time. We were out of the past before Control came to be.
Control is a sophisticated artificial intelligence created by Section 31. It was originally designed as a threat assessment program, but it evolved into something.
I mean, I know what it's all about, but
if it collects the sphere data, Control will pursue a path that ultimately leads to a complete loss of life in the galaxy. We cannot let that happen.
Tell us about the sphere data.
The sphere was a life form. It was extremely old and collected a vast amount of invaluable data over the course of its life. It passed that information on to the crew of Discovery before it died. Control did everything it could to acquire the data, particularly the data on artificial intelligence. It wants that data to achieve sentience. If that happens, it's all over. Control will be unstoppable.
Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Well, it didn't. They managed to stop it for now, but then the whole thing with Picard is kind of making it a little bit tricky.
To this. To failure. To death.
Yeah, but you managed to get everything done. You managed to capture the Angel, and you took over the suit. You went to the and you took Discovery safely to the future.
We need to set up the phase discriminators at that console. Good. Now we need to prepare the stasis beams at that console. So far, so good. We need to use that console to prime the EMP next. Almost finished. Use that console to align the containment field. We've set up the trap. Now all it needs is the bait. Me. You'll need to go back to the previous room, close the door, and turn off the vents.
I expose you to a toxic atmosphere. Yes.
Yes. Assuming things go as they did before, the Red Angel will appear in time to save my life. When that happens, activate
Very well.
the trap.
Good luck, Commander. Alrighty. Yeah, she had Spock helping her on this one.
I've done all I can with these ancient phase discriminators.
We should have the power we need for this little stunt.
But we're only getting one shot, so make it count. No pressure.
Ready when you are, Commander.
Right. Do it.
Initiate sequence on my mark. In 5, 4,
3, 2. Wait, abort! Do not engage. Picking up a massive surge of tachyon radiation.
She's here! Do it! Do it now!
Activate the phase discriminators.
Is it going to be her, or is it going to be her mother?
Activating EMP.
What are you doing? We don't have time for this. Discovery is gone. We have to deal with it ourselves. We have to stop Control now, or it all ends.
Now we have 2 burn-ups. That's gonna be interesting.
That's not her mother.
I get the feeling you were expecting someone else in that suit, Commander.
Yes. My mother. She designed the suit with my father and used it to escape a Klingon attack. In doing so, she learned how control ended all life in the future. After that, she used the suit to try and stop that from happening. Clearly, in this reality, that task has fallen to me.
How can we help?
Transfer the sphere data to my suit so I can take it into the future, where Control can never find it. We need to act fast. Control is on its way here now. This needs to happen before it arrives.
Let's go to work. Get to work. Yeah, so that's exactly what I have to do, because it's exactly what happened before. Oh no. Lorca?
How?
Oh no.
The sensor log said Discovery went down with all hands.
Struggle is pointless.
Oh, it's Control.
Control's using members of Discovery's crew as shock troops.
Okay, now what? Oh, defeat. Oh my god. I'm definitely not prepared for this. Oh my god, I can't even place the stupid crystals without being shot.
If I leave the field, I'll return to the future. You'll have to fight Control without me. Control can't be killed with regular weapons. You need to do something unconventional. Try to magnetize the floor. It'll disrupt it. Weaken it and lure it to me. I'll distract it while you give it a magnetic shock. It'll take several shocks to finish it for good. Lead it to the platform! I've got its attention! Quick! Magnetize the floor!
Where? Well, how am I supposed to do I don't know where I'm supposed to do it.
platform! I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor!
Ow! Oh, there it is. I'm trying to get over there as quickly as possible. So it doesn't help when I don't know where it was. God dang it.
Lead it to the platform! I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor!
Let's do it again. Oh my god.
Personal shield losing power.
It's weakened. Lead it to the platform.
Well, I'm trying. I had to respawn because I was died. Dang it.
Magnetize the floor! Finish it off!
Oh my god. This stupid little boy that got me. Yeah. Oh gosh, Jesus.
Personal shield losing power.
Oh my god.
It's weakened! Lead it to the platform! Hurry! Magnetize the floor! Finish it off! Control is using nanites to take over the future version of me. If that happens, it'll gain access to the sphere data.
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites. This should prevent Control from accessing the sphere data through her, but it'll alter her biosignature. She won't be compatible with the suit if this works.
Too risky. The suit could wind up trapped here. Given time, Control could find a way to access the sphere data. We need to think about destroying the data. Purge it from the suit before Control can access
Can't destroy it.
I could do that, but losing that data, all of that knowledge gone forever. Consider this. The means of eliminating Control could be held within the sphere data as well. Deleting it could be a fatal
Won't
mistake.
let us delete it.
Get ready. This is gonna sting. A lot.
Do it. That's a little more than a damn sting.
Get her right. Resistance is futile.
Oh no. Great! We just created 7 of 9's drone. Oh great. Just lovely. Alrighty then. Don't know if the data was acquired though.
It worked. The sphere data is secure within the suit, and future Burnham is immune to Control nanites. As I predicted, her biosignature has been altered enough to prevent her from using the suit. This Red Angel will fly no more.
Unfortunate, but the sphere data is secure. That's what matters most.
Unfortunately, we have a new problem. At the end, before it beamed out, I think what was left of Control merged with some of my nanites.
Along with some of your genetic material.
Yeah, and now there's a Borg Control hybrid version of me running loose somewhere. Whatever the Excalbians are doing here needs to stop now.
We need to get through to them. This has gone too far.
Rest easy. The trial of Esau 4 has come to an end. My apologies, friends. These events must have taken a heavy toll upon all of you. We should return to speak with Yarnik now. Let us leave this place.
I think we've all seen enough of Esau 4. Let's go.
Come along, my friends.
Excuse me.
While we appreciate the pursuit of knowledge, we also realize that it can lead to catastrophe. Because of your decision to preserve the data, Control continues to exist. The fate you work to prevent, the end of all life, will still come to
Your
pass.
trial, that simulation, yes.
The future is a very mutable notion. It is entirely possible that the actions taken today forestall Control's march to supremacy. The data preserved could very well hold the key to its defeat, along with many wonders long lost to the ravage of time. In the end, a life was saved, along with priceless knowledge. Both very good things in my estimation.
I have my concerns regarding this trial. Yarnik isn't a very impartial judge, and he's clearly a prominent figure in Excalbian society. If his opinion of our actions continues downward, the situation could become volatile in a hurry. Still, it could be worse. We still have time to present our case here. Hopefully we will win some Excalbian hearts and minds in the process.
Alrighty.
I have been informed that Yarnik and the others wish to privately discuss the results of the trials. You are free to return to your vessel, or remain here until the recess reaches its conclusion. Once that happens, you will be summoned to continue the trial. How would you like to proceed?
Commander Burnham, your thoughts?
As much as I'd like to see what a ship of this time period is like, I feel like we should stay here. We might have the opportunity to speak with Excalbians other than Yarnik and see what they think of all this.
True. Any insight on the trial or its possible results would be valuable.
I'm not as optimistic as Commander Burnham when it comes to the Excalbians. Returning to the ship has its benefits. I could use a drink. Several, actually. I leave the decision to you.
Let's take a break while they deliberate. Return to sector space. Yes, because this is the end of part 1. I'm not going to go right into part 2. Part 2 can wait. Alright, let's take a break. We'll be back. Doing that. Alright, well that is that episode. Interesting. That's be interesting to see what other people did for that episode. It's like one of those, your choices kind of matter how it ends, but it doesn't affect the actual timeline. But I don't know, we'll see. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Till next time. Alright. Oh, it's taking me a minute. Alright, come on. Give me my... goodness. Really? There we go. Alright. Till next time. Later.